Beast mode in the house. We got another 10-minute rapid game for you before we get going. If you want to play me, comment down below. Add me on chess.com. That's G Chess Beast mode. I'll post a game recap of our game. Anyways, we're playing as the black pieces. Our opponent goes d4, and lately we've been trying the King's Indian defense. So we go knight f6. Now, disclaimer, I have probably won about 20% of the games with the black pieces. I am in a slump right now. Alright, I don't know if I've won a single King's Indian defense game with the black pieces, at least in a rapid game. So we'll see how this one goes. Right? Our opponent goes bishop g5, g6, develop their knight, and then I go bishop g7, being Keto, c4, and then I castle, which is inaccurate for some reason. I don't really know why. Don't ask me. Above my pay grade. They go knight c3, and then I go d6. Right, standard King's Indian move. Get the bishop open. Eventually, probably gonna go to g4. They go queen d2, which I'm not too worried about this move right here. They go bishop h6 because I have this move, knight to g4, right? And then if they take, I will just take back with the king. I go knight c6, they castle long, and then I go a5. My thought process is, I don't know, I maybe want to just march down the queen side of the board. Opponent takes, which is a mistake because it allows me to take here without damaging my structure. They probably should have just went h6. And then they jump in d5, and I just slide back. No big deal. They go e4. And here in this position, I go bishop to g4, like my original plan. Pinning the knight to this rook here. Queen e3. And then I strike in the center with e5. Right? They take, and I take the the knight first. Right, the computer wants me to play this. Take, and then if they take here, take back, and then I don't know what they would do here. Probably take that, and boom. I'm just up a piece in this position. But my little monkey brain decided to do it this way and just win a pawn, right? They go f4, kicking my knight out, and then I thought I was big brain here, you know. I was like, oh, he's attacking my knight. Oh, I'm gonna move my bishop here, and then he can't take or else he loses the queen. But then he plays this devastating move, queen h3, which if you look at the analysis, and I'll show you some lines here, there is a way out of this, but I was like, oh, I messed up bad, right? Two of my pieces are hanging, but what I wasn't thinking about was that this knight cannot be taken yet because my bishop is pinning that pawn right there. So I was in panic mode. So the proper move here is c6. All right, very important, kind of like the only move that I have, right? And there's a couple responses here. The best move for my opponent in this position is to go queen b1 or king b1 and get out of the pin, right? Then I would go knight to g4. If they take, I'll just take their knight. And this is a pleasant position, decent enough, relatively equal. I wouldn't say it's actually pleasant because they're going to take back, and they got a lot of stuff going on. If they go take, queen h6 take, then I have knight to g4, right? And their only move in this position would have been queen to g5, in which case I would go take, they take back, I'd take the knight then. Take with a rook, take that pawn. Probably going to try to take this pawn maybe, but it just depends what they play. And again, relatively equal. This position looks a little bit more pleasant to play, in my opinion. And notice here, if say the queen went somewhere like h3, it's a blunder. Well, they can't go here, here, They can only go queen g5 right here, or if they go queen to h3, it's a blunder because triple fork, and yeah, this knight is also hanging. All right, so I should have seen all this, but again, my little monkey brain hits panic mode, and I miss these moves. Right, so maybe this is why I don't ever win games with the King's Indian. Right, I struggle really badly with the black pieces lately. So I thought, well, I only have one move, and I'm gonna just take the pawn, I guess. Right, one of the pieces going, they take back, and then I slide my bishop out of harm's way. So now eval says I'm down about 3. They go f5, and here I start coming up with ways to get like some decent counterplay going, right? And I see this diagonal, but this knight's defending this square, so I want to get my queen here, so I could get out with c6. They go f6, which here I could just win a pawn, take, but I'm already down too much, and I don't like that. So I go take the knight, they take my bishop, give a check, and then slide my rook out of the way. Don't even take back the pawn on g7. All right, I'm just strictly going for counterplay here. Horrible though, horrible plan. Down 5 according to the eval right now. So right now I'm attacking their bishop. They take, and I'm gonna double my rooks here. They attack my queen, slide it over, and they get their queen over to h6. Wasn't a huge fan of this move for them personally. I thought there's like 1,000 better moves they could have played, but it's decent. Like pretty much everything's winning for them here. So I go with my plan, double the rooks, and then they go f4. All right, it's a mistake because I have this move rook c2, and I'm attacking this b2 pawn. And you see, breathing a little bit of life into position with this counterplay here. Opponent goes e5. So I slide up to queen f5. Here I should just take, and then let's see. Computer wants to sack the rook. They gotta take, check, and looks like it's a forced draw. So I didn't see that. That's pretty nasty. Wait, let's go back to that. Take, sack, boom, check. If they go, they could go king to b1. I go queen f5 check, king b2. Oh yeah, straight here. Draw. Interesting. Okay. So I went queen f5, and then they slid over. Get out of the way of the discovery. I was going to go over here and win the queen, if they didn't. Then I went rook takes b2, and for some reason they opted not to take back my rook. Like, I don't know if they thought like it didn't matter right here. Well, it does matter actually if they go here. Then again, another forced draw, right? Queen c2 check, king a1, just right here. So they can't take that back. So good on me. I found that. Didn't know it in the game though. They play rook g5, attacking my queen. And I slide over to queen c2, and now I'm winning. The counterplay worked. They attack me. Bishop b3. I can't take this rook because then it loses the queen. So I find this brilliant move. Rook takes a2 check. They take with the bishop. Take the rook. And then my opponent resigns here. Mate's on the board. So phenomenal counterplay by me. I gotta do a better job of understanding this this opening. I got absolutely bailed out here, and a better opponent would have punished me for it. But let's head over to my analysis board and see what I got cooked up for this King's Indian game. So looking at this analysis, opponent went d4, knight f6, and then I don't even have this move in the database. That move being bishop g5. It's the Trompowsky attack. I definitely need to learn this. I feel like I've seen bishop g5 a couple times, and apparently I've just been winging it up to this point. Computer wants d5 here. So I'm just going to go ahead and save that, and I'm definitely going to need to do more research on this and figure out how to play this position. But if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Again, if you want to play me, drop a comment down below. I'll post a game recap. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Beast Mode out.